Even though the Pretoria Peace Agreement brought a glimmer of hope for hundreds of thousands of people who had been engaged under pension scheme contribution for years, still they are forced to lose precious lives due to lack of food and medication on a daily basis. And Hafti Berha, a woman who suffers from nerve problems, says she has lost her beloved husband, Nugus Gnai, due to hypertension a year ago, leaving the entire family in dark.
My husband was a pensioner. We used to make a living that depended on income. Now I've got a throat ache following his death. Currently, I'm responsible for 6 family members, having nothing to feed them. He passed away due to lack of medication a year ago. On top of this, I'm off work with a nerve problem on my face and leg. This is also my daughter with a hearing impairment. The whole family is at risk.
Barhamallas, and the Hafti's stepson also speaks about the current condition of his family members as follows.
This house belongs to Nugus Gnai, the deceased father due to hypertension before a year. He used to feed himself and his family members using his pension fee. Following his death, the entire family is now on the verge of death.
They also expressed their delight regarding the peace deal signed in Pretoria, South Africa, and called on the international community to firmly work for its de-implementation on the ground.
Peace was the interest of the people and the government of Tigray. We were forced to fight. It was unjust when I see it now, but now I am so happy about it, though there are some illusions about its implementation on the ground.
Peace is commendable. Now we've got relief. Our children were experiencing panic every time they heard a strange sound. Peace is really priceless. Besides, services must be restored. People could help each other if basic services could be restored in Tigray soon.
Gavra Mikael Nugusa, a chairperson of Magala City Pensioners Association, says over 40 days into the agreement, his members are still continue to suffer due to lack of food and medication.
For 2 years, we don't have this pension already blocked, so our members are suffering from many diseases, hunger, and a lot of them are also, they lose their life. Still now, before a week, we have 2 to 3 persons died because of this lack of money, medicine, and food also. Therefore, this peace agreement, we are hoping that will be relieved and we can get money so that the problem we have faced will be reduced.
Tesfai Makonnen, legal service head of the association, added that, except the entry of limited humanitarian aid into the region, improvements with respect to the restoration of basic services like that of telecommunication and banking have not yet seen on the ground. He also called on the international community to keep helping for those in desperate need.
Except the ceasefire, the other situations are not progressive. They are not progressive. By delivering medicines, the food, and other services, for instance, telephone, bank services, and others are still yet. They are not comes in effect. So the world community, the world governments or states should influence to practicable the agreement. When I came to the situation of the pensioners in Magala, they are in problem because of lack of medicine, lack of food, and because of this, there is problems. This stability are occurred here in the pensioners practically. So the problem should solve according to their agreement.